Hey, good morning and happy Thursday. How are you guys doing?
Hi, Enrique. Happy Thursday.
Good morning.
Hey, Lisa, how are you
Doing
doing?
well.
Lisa, James, Peter. Hey, Ghostic, how you doing?
Hello, okay, I'm good, thank you.
Happy Thursday. I hope everyone's going great and you're having a good week. Let's give one more minute for people to join and then we can start. Um, James, I love your background, by the way. It looks like a forest outside. Oh, I think you might be frozen, unless it's me. Lisa,
No,
can you
it's
hear me?
probably me.
Okay. Hi, Lexi. Good morning, Peter. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, well, let's start briefly and just talk a little bit about what new developments and then also some of the updates that we have from a more shipping, I guess, more logistics or supply chain standpoint. But let's just start with a quick intro and just brief comments around, see how things are going, and how people perceive the situation from different angles. And then we'll go from there. If not a lot of people join to this call, then we can keep it a little bit shorter and give back the time to everyone. I know everyone's very busy. So let me just start with Lexi, if you don't mind, like brief intro, and then of course how you're feeling and some of the updates or comments since last time.
Yeah, of course. So I'm Lexi Nobles. I'm with the American Logistics Aid Network, or ALAN for short. We're a nonprofit that helps other nonprofits with donated logistics services, primarily U.S. domestic, and for international responses, usually that assistance looks like first mile support. So as an update, I believe last time I shared, we were working with one of our partners on a potential transportation need. They got back to us and they're still trying to figure out plans. They may or may not need support now. So we're just waiting on another update. And we are still working on the warehouse consolidation request. We're actually meeting with a partner in the organization tomorrow to see if they'll be able to help them with identifying locations within the New York City region. And I believe that's everything from our end. We haven't received many more inquiries since really the initial onset of the earthquakes. So
Well, and you mentioned you're looking for some consolidation warehouses in the New York area. Is that what will be your ask or request for the group and for this meeting? And of course, not a lot of people might have signed up for this one, but they're all going to probably listen to the recording. So if there's one ask that you would like to request from the group, what would that be?
I'm not sure we have any confirmed asks right now. Like I said, our primary request right now is the consolidation space. The organization is helping support around 50 or more donation collection drives within the city. And so they reached out to us looking for that consolidation space. And I believe we've identified a potential option for them. So I don't think we have any asks right now.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining, and thanks for the update. Peter. Peter, good morning. You might be muted. All right, we'll just go with James, and then I'll ask Luisa to give a brief update on our end as well. So, James, go ahead.
Good morning. I'm not sure what update you'd like me to give you. We were planning to go to Venezuela, and we're in Colombia. We're keen to help in any way we can.
Well, is there something that you would like to request to the community, or any questions or comments?
No, primarily I'm here to listen and see where we can engage.
Because you're currently in Colombia, you said, James?
Yes.
And you
Medellin.
were planning, right? You were planning to go to Venezuela, correct?
Yes, we're planning to go to Venezuela for a month.
Do you know when? Do you have a time already or a date?
It was August or September, but we've paused that since the earthquakes.
Right. No, that makes sense. Well, thank you so much, James, and people that are listening to this call, either here live or the recording. If you want some support in Colombia, James is in Colombia and can support, and then also you can reach out to him as well. He might be going to Venezuela at some point, so that could also be a good resource for the group and for the community. James, thank you so much again for participating in these calls, and then also for offering your support. That's very, very valuable. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have you looked any organizations or community in Colombia or where you live that are actually moving to maybe try to ship some things for Venezuela? Has there been any collections or developments like that in Colombia?
I know EO Bogota was doing some work in that area, but in Medellin at the moment, I'm not aware of anything, no.
And Emily just joined as well. So Emily, how are you doing today? Good morning. All right, Emily, I think you might be muted. Same as Peter. So whenever you guys are ready, just let me know, and we'll love to hear a little bit from you as well, and so we could hear your updates for today. Luisa and Guste, good morning, and thanks for joining as always. Do you guys want to give a quick update on your ends as well? I'll start with you, Guste, and then I'll go with Luisa.
Yes, sure. Actually, we want to coordinate all of things, and today Christy shared a logistic coordination sheet with group today, and we would like to keep it updates as we go. So knowing
Do you have
organization.
it maybe handy? Maybe you can share your screen and
Yes, sure.
show it to the group. That would be very helpful. And thanks again for joining. Tracy, good morning. Thanks for joining.
Good morning.
So Gosta was going to share the coordination Google sheet that we have put together, and we can go through some of those things. But before we jump into that, and as Gosta is bringing that up, maybe you want to say hi and give us an update, and then what is your ask for this meeting from you?
Yes. Can you see my screen?
Yep.
As we want to update it as we go, knowing which organization everyone represent will help us accurately capture information. And here we have resources, actor matrix, organization, actor type, region of operation, available logistic resources, and needs, wants, and offers. and contact person, mail, phone. You can find all of them here. And we are writing the last updated things.
Well, and then you take a look at the left-hand side, it goes where the organizations are listed. I guess for the group that is joining us today, let's just quickly scroll through them, make sure that everyone understands and knows who we have. And then also, if you don't see your names or organization, and if you would like to just include them into this master Google Sheet, just send a quick note on the chat, please, so that Gosde can update them as well.
Yes, please.
And that way we can take a step forward into updating and continue to work on this Google Sheet.
Yes, please. If you don't see your name or organization and would like to be added. And you can find this document in our WhatsApp group. I will send again after the call.
Perfect.
And yes, that's all.
Perfect. So the idea is that everyone has the link and everyone can actually, it's a live document. So make sure that we continue to grow it for everyone's benefit. So thank you so much to Gosde and of course Christy, who couldn't join us today because she's now in Hawaii for this couple of days and weeks, and so the time difference didn't work very well for her. But I was Tracy, I think you wanted to say something, and we already heard a little bit of the update from everyone else. So if you want to give us a quick update on what you're working on and some of the things we want to get out of this call.
Sure. We just sent some water filters through Smart Aid, so that's on its way. We are actually right behind us, right behind me. We have a bunch of mattresses ready to go for a convoy of hope that we're going to be sending down. And then we're working on a container of aid to send again through Smart Aid, just of basic humanitarian supplies, diapers, hygiene items, you know, whatever's needed. We're just kind of trying to put together a list of what's needed from, you know, whoever's on the ground who has a good handle on what's needed. We would love to have. We're kind of just guessing. We're still waiting for a list from Smart Aid. We don't have it yet, but and we're just trying to put that container together and get it sent down.
Well, please let us know so we can not only help you with the list once you have the official list from SmartAid. And then, of course, we're running by the people that are in Venezuela. I don't think, and I don't see anyone that joined today that might be actually in Venezuela. So we'll probably won't have that kind of local update on this call, but I'm sure a lot of them are following this very, very closely, and a lot of them listen to this recording afterwards. So, of course, Tracy, I guess for the group and for people here and people listening to the recording, please reach out to Tracy. She's consolidating this list of items that might be needed, and we just want to make sure that we're sending and we're collecting the items that are most urgent right now. So thank you for doing that. And Tracy, thank you so much for all your support. It's great. Thank you. Peter, I don't know if you want to say something, and Emily, I know that you guys just joined.
Hi, guys. I'm Peter. How are you? I'm sorry to talk
there you
late.
are. Sorry. No, go ahead, Peter.
No, basically, I just wanted to join all these calls. I've been joined late, and I got the opportunity to join today. I've been listening to all the recordings and the good facts that we're all doing with Venezuela. I'm actually located in Miami, and I'm working with GEM, helping them to organize at the warehouse and developing, all these containers and shipping all these containers to Venezuela. So we're here in Miami. We're a MVOCC company that we're working with several carriers also. The situation in Venezuela has been moving a little bit forward with time. Now I see that there's some carriers they're not going to La Guaira. They jump in La Guaira port and they go into Puerto Cabello. So we're just here, and I just wanted to participate on the call to see how's everything doing and moving.
Well, Peter, thank you so much for joining, and of course for all your help and everything that you and your team are doing. As Guzde was saying, I mean, it might be a good idea to send your contact information to her, right? So she can
Yes.
put it on that general Google sheet and with a couple of comments. I know that Miami is helping a lot, and there's a lot of consolidation happening in Miami, and of course a lot of shipments that are departing from Miami. Things are still pretty tight, and they're not flowing as easily as we would hope them to be flowing. But what's your opinion in terms of like just the shipment lanes and how the
You
government
know,
is reacting?
the shipments, let's say the departures from Miami, there's a bunch of options for us as a service providers. You know, the Port of Miami, being on the geographically speaking, they have a bunch of like, let's say, trade lanes to South America, including Venezuela. But where the complicated part is when people or NGOs are on the west side of the country, right? So when they are on the west side, then you have less options to do shipments to Venezuela. Then it's like longer transit times because they got to go through the Panama Canal, which is like completely congested. So what we're seeing is that most of these operations are being trucked down to Miami in order to ship from Miami to Venezuela, which most of these companies in the United States are looking for people who provide the services as a, let's say, as a gift. You know, if there's any
Right.
help from truckers and stuff like that, and that's what we've been seeing with Gem in Miami. And I hear in the conversations that there's not enough providers to take all these pallets. You know, it's been the response from this, let's say, Latin American market of providing all these like needs for the country has been crazy. You know, they have like, especially Gem that I've been working together with them for the last weeks, is like they get 3, 4, 5 trucks every day, you know, 553s, which is like crazy volume of merchandise. So internally, they just dividing all these donations, and it's been, getting into a chaos because of the volume of donations that they're been getting though. So I think the you're gonna see a lot of routing from all over the United States to Miami to start to export all these donations, and that's what I see. There's more complicated if you're in LA, and you're in Houston, if you're in Texas, to try to do all this logistic part to Venezuela in this case.
Right. Well, thank you so much for that. And if you don't mind sending your contact to Gozde, we have a couple organizations that have joined in the past that actually are willing to finance some of the ocean shipments.
Right.
And so this could be beneficial for some of the contacts that you already have, because it sounds like you have been consolidating a lot of the support and a lot of products.
Yes.
Now you'd need a little bit more support paying for the shipments to go down to Venezuela. So reach out to us. Maybe there's something that we can do, and then we can connect you to
Definitely,
WCA
because
or
at this time, what I see is that everybody wants to do,
Right.
everybody wants to collaborate, everybody wants to push, but at the same time, we have to be really careful because there's like, different operations that we need to like have in hand and calculated in this case. So yeah, definitely. We just moved down to 4 commodities. We're only doing like canned food. We're also doing camping stuff, which they send a lot of tents and stuff like that. And we're doing a food, dog food or animal food in this case. And that's basically what we just brought it down to. So we are actually rejecting clothes because most of people are sending a bunch of clothes, so we're rejecting it. And that's it. Definitely. Who should I send my contact in this
Well,
case?
if you put it on the chat here on the text, we'll pick it up. Gosta will pick it
Okay.
up, put it on the Excel spreadsheet that she was just showing, so that everyone will have your contact information, and then of course, we can then follow up on special or particular needs. There,
Good.
Luisa is also just texting on the chat.
Definitely. I'll go ahead and put my contact
And
information.
thank you
And
so
thank you
much,
guys for the
Peter,
time.
thank you for everything that you guys are doing. It's great, and we rely on companies like yours, right, to continue helping the logistical front.
Peter, can I ask a question then? So canned food then sounds like it's a priority.
Yes.
Okay.
We actually, when I was at Gem for the last week, for the last 3 days, what we did is we just act internally in the warehouse. What they're doing is they just moving the commodities, and they say, okay, what's the priority? The cleaning stuff, like for girls, like all these, things that girls use, and canned food. So they started to move the commodities away, and they say, okay, let's try to prioritize like the canned food, and that's what we've been doing. We do. I think it was 22 pallets of canned food every 3 hours, to ship. So yeah, that's basically how we're handling. A bunch of people donating clothing, and now there's nobody wants to have any clothing in Miami because
Yeah.
it's a bunch of stuff. There's some a good case in Venezuela. There's some ateliers. Those two guys who work the textiles, and they started to gather all this clothing that they get, and they now are doing tents for all people. So that's why we stop rejecting the clothing and say no, we just don't want to deal with it. There's some people already doing it, so we just going with the canned food and tent, especially the tent commodity. All these tents that are needed. So
Well, clothing tends to pile up, right? Because you get clothing
yes.
and then you have it, but canned food, you eat it and then it's gone. And so it's always a need.
Right. The canned food we've been getting last week was unbelievable crazy, like food trucks of only like tuna and all these things, So I think that's the priority, the commodity to prioritize.
I assume they have can openers to open the
And,
can.
and another thing is like one of my cousins is in Venezuela. She's working in the streets. She's providing all these donations, and she says that most of the time these people, they lost everything. And when we say everything is everything, sometimes when they get their donations, they don't even have a bag to put the donations, and they start to cry. So there's another, like, let's say, another leg on these donations that they're saying we should get like bags or like book packs and stuff like that, because literally these people lose everything. They don't even have nothing to put the donations on. So now we're moving forward to try to get bags, book packs, all those like little bag, like textile bags. So all these people that was affected by this crazy thing is, they can have their own donations as well, though.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think that to your earlier point, Tracy, I think it is important to get like a list out there. I think food, canned foods, as Peter said, but then backpacks sounds like something that could potentially be helpful, and some other things. So this is great. I think maybe once you have the list, or first draft of a list, we can then share it with everyone, and then we can add items to that list, so we can continue to kind of collect and send the items that are a little bit more relevant at this point in the support relief process.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering about sending like utensil, what do you call them, utensil kits?
Yep.
And we have both disposable and reusable like utensil kits for cooking, for eating, and we send them in what we call drawstring bags. They're backpacks, but they're like drawstring backpacks.
Right.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they're simpler, but yeah.
And that's something that I didn't think about it until I talked to my cousin. She's like, there's mothers that come here and they getting a bunch of donations, but they start to cry right in the moment because they said, I don't know where do we take it? So I think it would be a good point, Tracy, if we try to increase those string bags or any kind of bags for people to take it, that's a good point.
In an emergency situation, people are always trying to just get medical supplies, water, food. I'm always trying to send these things right away so that they arrive in about a month or a few weeks after, but nobody wants to listen to what I'm saying because they're in crisis mode. And I'm like, I'm trying to send these things because people are going to want them in the aftermath,
I agree.
but
totally agree.
Everyone's like, they're so busy in emergency mode that they don't think about it. And then they're here, and then it takes us some time to get those things in. But
and actually, what you mentioned about the knife and forks, I seen that a lot with the 10 commodities. There's a bunch of people that are sending bags, and in Walmart they send these little things that is only the knife, the little fork, and the spoon.
Yeah,
a bunch of those also. So, but it gets me not worry, like it caught my attention of what my cousin was saying, that there's nothing for them to put their donations. So they give him, like Gem, they do this little carton box. But some other organizations, they just tell you, hey, we have a bag of rice right here for you. And they don't even have how to take it,
Carry it.
So
Yeah.
it's a good point, though.
Yeah. Okay. That's good
Very
information.
good point.
Thank you.
Tracy, and have you reached out by email to anyone in Venezuela, like some of the contacts that we have in our list?
I've tried reaching out to quite a few people, but I never get a response back. I think everyone's super busy.
Yeah. Well,
Sorry.
if you let us know if you need some help, right? Reaching out to them, just copy Luisa, Goste, or me, and we'll help you. Juan and some others down there are actually very busy and they're very active in this. But I think that, to your point, that no one seems to be listening because they're in this emergency mode. I think that could be something we can help with. So just let us know who you want to reach out to, and we'll try to make sure that we'll start sending things that might not be as needed right away, but they will definitely be very, very needed like a week from now or a couple of days from now, right?
Right. Okay.
Good
Thank you.
point. Peter, and who do you have in Venezuela? It sounds like you already have been shipping and you're very connected.
Yeah. I actually got really surprised.
Family?
Yeah, I got family there, but I got really surprised because I got into this call no knowing, and I know Juan Polese, that is
Yeah, fine, right?
Yeah,
Right.
I got a good call. I've been doing this for a long time, so I have really good agents in different countries. In Venezuela, I got a couple of good relationships as well. So it's good. And
Well, if you want
I was born in the state, but I grew up in Venezuela until like I was like 13, and then my dad was like, "Okay, let's go." But it's something that I wanted to participate in. And listen, what you guys are doing is just off the chain. It's like no level for you guys. You guys are doing the best for real.
Well, it's all of us, Peter, you included. So thank you for doing it. And again, we're here to help. We're a community. We all have the same goal, which is helping the people in Venezuela after this horrible disaster. And it seems that now we're going to be a little bit more busy. I mean, you've been busy the last couple of weeks, and now that it's a little bit more open and we can start sending stuff and shipping, I think it's going to be a little bit more up to us logistic companies to start getting it done. So again, if you need funding or contacts or just support in general, let us know. And I hope that everyone in your family is okay. Is everyone okay in your family?
Everyone is okay. A bunch of friends that they, has everything. They don't find their family and stuff like that, but it's just part of the whole situation, and we have to just keep moving forward. It's just we're just alive, and we have to keep moving forward. I always say when they die, they just release other problems. We're the one who stay in this plane, and we just need to keep moving forward. You know what I'm saying? It's just there's no other option for me in this case.
Do you have any plans to actually visit Venezuela at some
Yes,
point?
I'm trying to go there between October and November, and I would love to go there and see how can, my team and everybody get involved to continue doing this.
Well, let us know. James is actually going to try to go as well. He already had plans, but of course the earthquake changed them. But let us know, and if there's anything we can do to help out, please count with our full support. I live in Atlanta, Georgia. Here's home for you guys and for me, and we're in different parts. So if there's anything you might need, just let us know.
Definitely. Are these calls are gonna continue going, Enrique, Tracy? They're gonna be placed every 2 weeks? How do you guys are doing it? And I'm sorry asking you about this.
No. It's a fair question, and the way we usually do it is we ask people how relevant they are to make sure that they actually continue to be relevant, and we talk about actionable items during the call. So we've been doing them. We started every month, every 2 weeks, and then month, and then every week after the earthquake. So we'll probably continue doing them either every week or every other week to make sure that we can continue to coordinate and at least have contacts handy if we need to.
That's amazing. Really good. Thank you, though.
Luisa, do you know when the
I think I was in mute. Hi, everyone, and yes, Enrique. I think we don't have the next call already scheduled, or we don't have the date yet. But as soon as we know, we're gonna send the information on the chat. And for the people that is registered for the newsletter, you will keep receiving information. So we'll keep you posted on the next date.
So Peter, I think if you're not on the WhatsApp group, I think that's, I recommend that. No, Luisa, if you can just send the link again so they can register or join, because that's kind of where most of the conversation's happening. As you know, WhatsApp's been like very efficient and very helpful, not only for
Yes.
business and personal, but for things like this. So I will keep you posted there and you can ask questions there and reach out to more people through the WhatsApp
Definitely.
channel.
Actually, I'm gonna send my
Please do.
phone number to Luisa so she can add me to it. Is that okay?
Please do. Yes, no, absolutely.
Thank you.
Send it to
Thank you
us
very
and send
much,
the
guys.
contact information from
Thank you,
your
Peter.
Also,
Emily.
if you guys know, I'm just to let you know, I have a warehouse in Miami. Anything you guys need for the purpose of helping Venezuela, I'm actually not charging in and now. I'm not charging anything. I just receive it, load it, and ship it. If you guys, are needing or are you in need in this part of the country for this kind of services, okay?
Well, thank you. If you can send with a little bit more details around the warehouse, like the address and who should we contact, I'm guessing it's you, your email and phone number, we'll add it to the list. And thank you for what you're doing. Again, count with our full support.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.
Emily, go ahead. I think we see you now. So if you want to give us a quick update.
Yeah, I'm so sorry about that. I
Don't worry about it.
put some details in the chat, but I'm with Brothers Brother Foundation in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and I've been joining these meetings on a regular basis just to try to see how the needs are evolving and to see if we're able to fill any of those needs. We did work with another US-based NGO. We had disaster response kits shipped through them. As Peter mentioned in Miami, is how they were shipped. And so that was a 20-foot container with 14 pallets of disaster response kits. We have worked with an in-country partner to issue a grant so that they can replenish some of their medical supplies and equipment. But we're always looking for ways that we might be able to assist with our gift in kind. So
Emily, do we have your email address?
I am not sure. Did you
If
say
you
you
don't mind,
want
yeah.
that in the chat?
Yeah, if you put in the
Okay.
chat, we'll add you and your organization to the list. And then Luisa and Gosde, if you don't mind sending an email to Emily, copying Christy, I think another conversation would be useful to see if there's something we can do on some of the financing of these shipments.
Thank you.
No, thank you for joining and thank you for everything you do. I know it's hectic at times, so thanks for also taking the time to introduce yourself and to tell us a little bit more about your organization. All right, well, that's all we had for today. We are starting to see a lot more movement. There's a lot of companies starting to coordinate and a lot of companies starting to ship, as you heard from Tracy and you heard from Emily and Peter. I believe that it's going to continue to be the same way for the next couple of weeks as shipments are going to increase and hopefully coordination in Venezuela continues to improve. But we'll hear a little bit more next week or next session when we have someone in Caracas, Juan or someone else that can join us and give us a more, I guess, local perspective of how things are shaping in Venezuela. There's still a lot of need. I hope that now that the media might bring back the attention to Venezuela after the World Cup. I know there was a lot of attention lost during the World Cup, but now maybe it's coming back. So hopefully we can push a bit harder and we can help a little bit more in the next couple of weeks and the next couple of months. It's definitely going to take a long, long time for Venezuela to kind of rebuild. I mean, it's going to be a long effort. So it's great to have a good community that can support that. Anyone else, like any comments, requests or suggestions? Okay. Lisa, so as you mentioned, we'll send not only on the newsletter, but then also on the WhatsApp group. And I guess if you can add Peter and Emily, that would be great. So they can also be aware of the next conversation and then we can go from there.
Of course. And I sent the WhatsApp link to the chat so you can guys join. This is like a WhatsApp invitation, so you click the link and then you can join the WhatsApp group. And I leave my email and Ghost's email on the chat from this call as well. So if you want to reach out to us at any time, please do. And we're happy to receive your information and thank you all for everything that you're doing.
Peter, did you text the did you put your email address on the chat as well?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Excellent, because I'm just now checking. I see Emily's. Let me.
I sent it to Tracy though. I'm sorry. I just figured.
If you don't mind, put it in the general chat as well. And then
Okay.
get up from there, and I'll send you a brief email after the call, so you have my contact information too.
Definitely. I'll go ahead and send it over to you guys right now.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Goste, is there anything else on the Google form or anything else that you have on your end? I mean, are you sending this Google form? And I guess the idea is that everyone takes some time to complete it, or what's the request or the homework there?
Actually, I have taken notes on everything, and I will add today's updates to the document and share the updated version with everyone after the call. And if we miss anything or if you would like to add something later, please feel free to reach out me anytime. We always happy to help.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to participate in this call. We'll talk to you soon, and thanks again for everything that you guys are doing.
Thank you very much. Have a great day,
Oh,
everybody.
Luisa, go ahead. You have
Sorry. Before we leave, and just echoing what Gose was mentioning, since this is a spreadsheet that we will be updating constantly, we suggest that you guys don't download it, but bookmark it in your browser. And also, we're gonna pin on the WhatsApp group so you have it always at hand. Just
Luisa,
wanted to mention that.
let's to that Excel, I think if we can add another worksheet with a list of items that are in more urgent items or more in demand, because I feel like
Okay.
that's going to be shifting from, I mean, we just saw it, right? Like some medical products to maybe the mattresses that Tracy's shipping, and then the canned foods and things like that. And I think as this continues, we'll see those items being changing from bags to carry things to water to other things, right? School supplies once the kids can start going back and things like that. So let's just keep it a running list on things that are needed with a priority, and then we can discuss that on our next call.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
We'll make sure to include that. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great day, and we'll
Have a
talk
great
to you
day.
later. Bye.
Thank you,
you.
Enrique. Thank you for putting this
Bye.
on.
Thank you, James. Bye.